idea.
Good job. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like St. Nick. Your turn.
No, you want to read?
Don't you want to read?
Yes.
Okay.
All I see is a reindeer. Orange, look at it around. But since I was dancing, there was nobody
Don't to be found.
nobody to be found. Here's that stuff. The old orange. The orange. He said, so,
If?
this, so,
No, this is if I can't.
if I can't say, we did, I don't really want to say. So he called his dog Max. Then he took the red hair. And he tied this on top of his head.
Good job. Then he loaded some bags and some empty old sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max.
Then the orange said, get up! Then the sleigh started down. The home was the very ugly and there.
Good job. All their windows were dark, quiet, snow-filled air.
No. All their windows were dark, quiet, so the ear of the moon was all green. Okay? He came to his first little house on square. This is stop. And he stopped. Number 1. The old Gucci brother.
Yes.
Next, and he climbed to the roof and the back to his fish.
Good job. My turn? Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Your turn.
No. Read.
Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns, bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, plums, and he stuffed them in bags. The Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Your turn?
Read.
You don't want to read?
No.
Okay. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beef. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee, and now, dear Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. You want to read here?
No.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. When he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove, he turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know that old Grinch, he was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little top, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there and I'll bring it back here. And this simple the child, then he patted her head and got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire, and he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Do you want to read that?
Then he did the same thing to the other Who's house.
Mouses. It was 15:15, all the Who's still in bed, all the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Foo-foo to the Who's, he was grinning.
No. 300 feet up the side to the carpet. He rode his load. Then trumpet to dump it. Go. The Who's. The what? The Grinch.
Grinchishly.
Grinchily.
Humming.
Then we finish.
Finding out now.
No, this is coming. He's just waking up. Waking up.
I know just what they'll do. Right here? Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry. You want me to read or you?
Read.
That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, and then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore, and the Grinch thought of something we've had before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day, and the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he
himself. The Grinch caught the roast beef.
Yay! Bravo!
All I need is the Grinch book. Let's see. Where's he? Card book. Where is he?
This one?
Card book.